Assalamu alaikum. Today's video may be interpreted as a warning, a very dire warning. It's very serious. That's the title. You saw that all intoxicants, all drugs, anything that alters your mind kills. And it's all from Satan. So now, everyone knows Muslims don't drink. We're not supposed to drink. We're not supposed to use intoxicants. We're not supposed to do weed or pills or any of that stuff. And that's one of the reasons that people sometimes criticize Muslims, don't want to be Muslim, etc. Oh, they don't even have a beer. They don't even have a sip of wine. Well, no, we don't, because it's haram. And Allah says it's haram. However, the word is khamar, and I will often use that to mean alcohol. It's far wider. The meaning of khamr is anything that alters your mind. Now, I'm not going to use this as a dawah channel right now for the purpose of trying to get you to be Muslim. I'm trying to get you to wake up, because it's been a good, I would say, 15 years. Muslims have been making YouTube videos and warning people that drugs are satanic, because anything that Allah has told you not to do and forbidden, well, who's the first one that's going to say, oh, right, you think that's going to be the way it's going to work? No, it's Satan. So I've chosen, actually, I've done 2 sections before of Surah Al-Baqarah and Surat Raf, where Satan speaks to Allah, challenging him. I've done that before, but I have 2 more today that seem very appropriate for what we're going through. I just found, it comes in your reels, something from Texas about fentanyl overdoses. And we all know that it's a scourge, and it's getting worse. So what they've chosen to do, this channel called Texas Documentaries, I've only seen 3, but from scrolling, they're choosing upscale families, educated families, even you might say professional, wealthy families. And they speak to the moms mainly, sometimes the dads and the grandpas, but I think this is to change perception, to get away from, the LA and San Francisco, Philadelphia, all the other places where the homeless are rotting away on the sidewalk. And we've all seen enough of that. So they've chosen to take a new tack now, the media, and they're doing this type of thing. So everyone is 40 minutes long or an hour, and they're all so well produced with the lighting and the makeup for the moms and the whole thing. So I immediately had to jump on today and say, I'm going to do my due diligence is the wrong word. It's use my talents, my gifts of the Arabic language, and to tell you exactly what Allah says about Satan. And I'm sure every single person listening will make a connection between losing a loved one and these words I'm going to tell you now. So my usual will be to read the Arabic Quran, because I believe that the Arabic gets Satan far away from the listener, I hope. And, you've all heard the story of Adam and Eve in the garden, etc. Was Satan at that time a fallen angel? No, Satan was never a fallen angel. Satan was a jinn. And the jinn are one of Allah's creations. We know that they were created from smokeless fire. It's in the Quran. Angels were created from light, and humans were created from clay. Now, without going into the details too much, I'm going to tell you that this starts with the disobedience. And Satan is referred to as Iblis before he actually challenges Allah. He's referred to in the Quran as Iblis. After he openly challenges Allah, he's referred to as Shaitan, which we use the word Satan or devil. So I hope this is going to really enlighten everyone as to how it works. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. This is Surat Sod, one letter, Sod, in the Quran. And this is at the point I'm starting where the story begins as far as we're concerned. Allah ordered the angels to bow to Adam. إذ قال ربك للملائكة إني خالق بشرا من طين فإذا سويته ونفخت فيه من روحي فقعوا له ساجدين. Allah is saying here, He orders that the angels bow after they see Adam. فسجدوا الملائكة كلهم أجمعون. And all of the angels bowed. إلا إبليس استكبر وكان من الكافرين. Except Iblis. He made himself above the order of Allah. Istakbara. He was vain. And he was of the disbelievers. قال يا إبليس ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي استكبرت أم كنت من العالين. Allah said, "Oh Iblis, what is preventing you from prostrating?" That's when you put your face on the floor. لما خلقت بيدي, to whom I created with my hands. This is Allah speaking. استكبرت. Are you just being extremely vain? كنت من العالين, or do you think you're so far above listening to my commands? قال, now this is Satan speaking. قال أنا خير منه خلقتني من نار وخلقته من طين. He said, I am better than him. You created me from fire. وَخَلَقْتَهُ مِنْ طِينٍ. So you see, here's the exact proof that Satan was not an angel, because the angels were created from light. And the jinn, who he was created from smokeless fire. قَالَ أَخْرُجُ مِنْهَا فَإِنَّكَ رَجِيمٌ. Allah answered and said, get out of here. You are now rajim. Rajim means you are hated. You are abhorred. You will always be accursed. وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكَ لَعْنَتِي إِلَى يَوْمِ الدِّينِ. And you have upon you my curse. لَعْنَتِي إِلَى يَوْمِ الدِّينِ, until the day of judgment. Now here comes, this is Satan speaking again. قال ربي انظرني إلى يوم يبعثون. Satan replies to Allah and says, give me some time until the time we will be yubathun, and we will be resurrected. Just give me some time to do what I want to do. قال فإنك من المنذرين. Allah answered him and said, you have time. إلى يوم الوقت المعلوم. You have till an appointed time. قال فبعزتك. This is Satan replying to Allah. قال فبعزتك لأغوينهم أجمعين. Satan actually replies with a scoff and says, بِعِزَّتِكَ, by your mighty, self-powerful, whatever is, it means you're so wonderful. لَأَغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. I will tempt all of them. غَوَى الْأَغْوِيَنَّ, the verb is very powerful verb here. It means I will seduce them, all of them. إِلَى إِبَادِكَ مِنْهُمْ الْمُخْلَصِينَ, except those of your sincere worshippers. قال فحق والحق أقول. Allah says now, the truth is, and I say the truth, لأملأن جهنم منك وممن تبعك منهم أجمعين. Allah replies to that challenge, I am going to fill the hellfire, you and all who follow you, all of them. قل ما أسألكم عليه من أجر وما أنا من المتكلفين. Say, I don't ask any reward for this. إن هو إلا ذكرى للعالمين ولا تعلمن من نبأه بعد حين. The end of this is, in a sense, you're not supposed to be paid for teaching religion. And that's a fact. None of the prophets took money. They even said, we're not asking for money, we don't want money. But here, it goes another step further. In huwa illa dhikra lil alamin. It is a reminder for all the worlds. This is the fact. It's a reminder. وَلَا تَعْلَمُنَّ نَبَأَهُ بَعْدَ حِينٍ. And you will understand this naba, like this news, after some time. بَعْدَ حِينٍ. Now, the verse numbers, I'll put them, of course, on the headers on the screen. But today we started with verse 71, and we finished with verse 88. So I'm going to stop here because we've reached 12 minutes and go on to the next lesson, which is connected in theme. Assalamu alaikum.